Madrid. Now they come, led by our Norwegian referee, Rohit Shaggy. A real clash of footballing cultures, this. Club Brugge and Real Madrid. Brugge become the first Belgian team ever to play in the final of the Youth League after their impressive semi-final win. All around, Brugge have conceded only 6 times so far. Real may struggle to find a way past them. If you're running, Falstabje, the assistants.
Sản phẩm dinh dưỡng.
Be a different kind of challenge here. We wish them all the best. By some distance, the biggest game. Whistle ball floated in, but fairly well defended. It wasn't the most convincing header in the end. Now Daniel Yanez, his first chance to run at them, but Garcia did pretty lot by Benfica. Fortea tumbling over, a little tug on the shirt by Tiannai Coran. VAR penalty, I think it was the correct decision, but it just showed what can happen when you introduce VAR. Here goes Coran, talking so fondly this week about the influence of his father, Tiannai Coran, his father Robert, who had a fine career. The Slovenia international, West Brom fans will remember. There's Sestero. Yanez. Oh, trying to find that little bit of space. Lovely quick feet. First chance of the final for Daniel Yanez. Found that little bit of space so adeptly, just couldn't keep the shot down. Oh, you can see. Here's Ortega, first chance to see him really, the centre forward. Dangerous Yanez now to Coleman. What a save that is from Van den Driesche, because Yanez got it right this time. And he used the defender as a shield, and somehow August Van den Driesche makes a top save here. It's almost beyond him. Cross was sliced a touch there. Goalkeeper was slight. Forward by Diego Martinez, and now Yanez, and picks out that pass, and dear me. Alexis Sarria got into a great position here, and that's a pretty gut. Read that superbly. Now then, down holding his face. Whistle goes. Fortea, the... Yanez. Series of step-overs, great skill again, and Van den Driesche holds on. Surely there were better options in the centre there for Yanez, but he went for goal. Gotta love the skill, goodness me. Here he is again, Daniel Yanez. And Sestero with the ball across, and they're struggling to get this clear. But they defend so well, so deep. Ocon. Drift forward by Yanez. Here's Fortea. Where's it going to end? Back of the net from Jacobo Ortega. Real Madrid, first blood in the final. They deserve it. They've been the ones creating, they've been the ones on top. Club Brugge are going to have to come from behind here. No surprise that Yanez was involved, and Fortea driving the cross, but how good is the finish from... Not used to being behind, not used to conceding, but they've given the ball away here, and Ortega wants to punish them again. Oh, what a moment that could prove to be, because he should have scored. He's saying there's a deflection here. Such a sloppy pass from Ocon. Again, they've given it away. Are they going to pay the price this time? No, they're not, but they're going to have to sort this out right here, right now, because at the moment, Real Madrid could be 2 or 3 up. Club Brugge keep playing them. Garcia, Club Brugge look rattled here. And that foul actually comes at a good time, and then yellow card, stupidly, for Fortea. He's been the one complaining about being targeted, and then he does that. Corrin. Wayward pass from him. And then... Oh, that's a smart ball inside the fullback, isn't it? Real will try and build on that, but again, it's not the smartest finish. And they've done this a few times. He's done it twice. Alexis Seri. Here's the very tricky Yanez, showing that he can go on his right side and stabs it across. He went down. Don't think there's a foul, though. The referee will just halt things quickly. Well, it's a nibble there, isn't there? But hero of that penalty shootout win against Paris Saint-Germain. Here's Andre Garcia. Now Tiannai Corrin. Got them backing off him here, and it's a first real threat from Club Brugge. Important moment, that, I would say. It's a giveaway. Allows Real to get onto the front foot. The goal scorer, Jacobo Ortega, finds some space, and the one time they produced a thoughtful finish, they scored. I suppose you could argue that Yanez won, that Fandadri's also on a yellow card, so he's got to be careful. Corrin to find the pass for De Silva. They thought there was a hand there. They do have a free kick in the end. If there was a hand, it was outside the area anyway. Jensen's there, in fact. They're going to play it in deep, and probably wasn't the best idea. Well, they know better. Robbie behind by Verlinden. That's smartly done. Taken a circuitous path, but Real still have a chance to blast one in wide of the near post. And he's going to hit one, and he had the only effort on target in the first half, and then he had Diaz available. He's picked a much better pass. It's a miss hit from Diego Martinez. With Andre Garcia. This is better from Club Brugge. Muswai, but wasn't the right pass. But it's much, much better. Curved in, it was a little awkward there. Might open up here, though, for Lescano. Here's Corrin. 10 minutes played in the second half. It's so much better from them. They've come to life finally here, Club Brugge. Melvin is down. But I think it would have counted. Past that for Alex Sarria. Real mean business again, but last line of defence there was for Linden. Starting to develop into some... Now Alexis Sarria. Important touch there from Elby, no foul. Now then, dramatically down and holding his face, and are we going to hear more about this? Was it a clash of heads? They've had a great run. So too of Club Brugge, who look for answers and find one! Finally they combine! Corrin and Lund Jensen! Club Brugge with a massive goal! The two wide men do it. Wonderful run by Corrin. And Lund Jensen arriving, look at this. Oh, is he just offside? They're gonna look at this. I reckon it's close. Ortega and then Lund Jensen. Now Alexis Sarria. Helped on by Carlos Diaz. There's Alexis Sarria, and that's... Oh, he dillied and dallied in possession, and this is Corrin. Quick enough to get away, can't quite finish. Angle was against him. Diego Aguado does so well to get back. The mistake from Juan Martinez. Aguado just does enough without fouling him. I think in a way, the fact he's a fullback loses out. And that's a wayward ball, and Yanez is interested, and now he's very interested. And Yanez is brought down by Gamara. It could have been worse for Club Brugge. It was a... How good is it? It wasn't bad, you know. But they get the touch to take him behind. Yanez goes down behind for a corner. Yanez now giving it absolutely everything here. That was the appeal for a hand. He does. He's on the edge of the area. Oh, it travels an awfully long way. And that's a chance for Diego Villalba, and Van den Drisha makes a good save there. Now Navasquez wants to take on Elby here. And he has taken him on, he's done so well. Wasn't the most convincing attempted finish on the left side. Well, like the seniors though, they able to perform in these big games. Foul by Ortega. Says I didn't do anything. Liberto Navasquez once more. Lescano. Marcos Viega. A muscle brought on to take a penalty, and he's not looking great. Everyone went tumbling there. On from Muswai, now Corrin. Corrin taken out, no! That looked a foul to me, but the referee didn't want to give it this late on, I don't think. Felt Corrin made too much of it. Didn't work in the semi. Is it going to work? Here it does! Only just, but Club Brugge. Goalkeeper waits, and he got two hands to it. But Navasquez, who scored in the semi, scores here. Oh, and Javi Navarro saves. He never looked convincing, did he? Javi Navarro up to his old tricks again. Up he steps again, straight down the middle. Again, he goes quickly, Muswai, and he does score. Great penalty. Keeps them in it. Made things happen all the way through the keeper. It's Diaz calmly, coolly, to keep their advantage. Tianai Corrin, oh, it's saved! Real Madrid are on the brink here for the second time. Diego Aguado wins it for Real Madrid. Javi Navarro, the hero again.